All right, we're back on the firewood pile. I'm running my Husqvarna 50 that I put the Partner 5000 top end on. This is my, hopefully going to be my 3-cube race saw. This thing, it ran fantastic when I first built it, and then it popped, and then ever since then it's been a struggle to get it back to what it was, you know what I mean? So, this saw's been down for quite a while. This is going to be the first time it's really had any run time. I put it back together over the winter, gave it a couple of quick test cuts to make sure it would run, but I never really tuned it up or nothing. So today, we're going to see if we can give it a proper run, see what happens, see if it picks up, you know what I mean? So, let's see what happens. This thing, at one point in time, this is the saw that ran 13,400 RPM in the cut at one point in time, and I've never been able to get it back to that. Let's see what happens, you know what I mean? Time will tell. So I'll set you up here. I'll probably have to move the camera around a few times so you can just watch me. All right, we're just gonna cut on some of our firewood here and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you know what I mean? Let's see how she goes. She's running pretty good. I can tell it's not quite what it used to be, but it's still pretty freaking good, you know. I'm gonna grab another log and do this again. Maybe it just needs a little more run time. Ring may not be seated, you know what I mean? So let's run it. So yeah, I don't know if you noticed earlier there where she's starting to get a little hot. I fattened it up to help, but I did slow it down. So it's running a little slower. It's not getting as hot, you know. I'm on the firewood. I don't need to burn it up right now, you know. So let's get another log. I still haven't burnt through a tank of gas yet. Might as well go ahead and burn through the tank. A little log or two should do it. All right, this piece of wood here, this is really close to the size of wood that we'd be racing this saw on. So let's give it a whirl. It's a little harder than what we would be racing on, but you know what I mean. Let's see how she does. We'll start on the other end. It's a little heavier. Jacob's down here. I'm stirring up the mud. He's down here stepping all through it. You know, kids in mud. The way she's behaving, I think there's an 8-pin on it. I'll have to check. Just I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious there's an 8-pin. I got more fuel. I'm gonna keep cutting, so let's get another one. Alrighty. You know the routine, right? Set up the camera, get you a horrible angle, make some cuts. Yeah. Well, there she is. I don't think she's quite at the level she used to be, but you know, she's still a great running saw. You know what I mean? It's a Husqvarna 50 with a partner 5000 top end, 372 carburetor. You know, the typical stuff. 325 chain. I do think that's an 8-pin sprocket though. I just got a feeling. If you've ever gone back and forth between 7 and 8-pin before, after a while you kind of get a feel for how the 8-pin is. It just, and how the 7-pin is. Just the way the saw responds. I think it's an 8-pin on there. So it would probably appear to have more torque if it had a 7 on it. I like 8-pins though, I do. You're not working as hard, you know what I mean? You're just letting the saw do its thing. And yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Catch you on the next one. Later.